Hi everyone, it's Dr. Asha. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to my podcast. If you're catching me on the podcast, the Prasad Principles. Today I want to talk with you a little bit about how to start living healthy. I get this question so often from patients and clients of mine, and I just wanted to take a moment to talk with you of how you can start that process. Now, I know, we all intend to live healthy. We all intend to make healthy choices, but it doesn't always happen. And what does really, living healthy really mean anyway? So, living healthy, it's more than just the physical health. I will tell you, and you probably, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I talk a lot about the mind, the mental health, the emotional health, the spiritual health, and the physical health. It all goes together. It's one big package. That's what we're made up of. Now, most of the time, whenever we think about living healthy, we only think about the physical body. And absolutely, the physical body is very, very important. It is our vehicle that we use to get around in this life. So we've got to take care of our physical body. But also what goes on in your mind and on an emotional level and a spiritual level has a huge impact on what is happening in your physical body. So the ways that you can start to live healthy, first of all, I want to say that whenever you're setting goals, set smaller goals initially. It's going to take small steps that will get you to the big results that you're wanting. It's just like with anything. I mean, even whenever you build a house, you build a very strong foundation, and then you have the structure, the flooring, and then you build the walls, and, whatever it is that you need to do, you build it step by step. You can envision the whole end result, but you've got to break it down into small steps. And it's the same thing whenever you're trying to make healthier choices and to start living healthy. So my first recommendation for you is, first of all, what is your first goal? Why do you want to reach that goal? How do you envision that you are going to feel once you reach that goal? So for example, say you're wanting to lose weight. If you're wanting to lose weight, why is it that you're wanting to lose weight? Is it that you want to feel healthier? Do you want to be healthier? Maybe you have some medical condition that is, you've been advised by your healthcare practitioner to lose the weight. But how are you going to feel whenever you do that? Are you going to have more energy? Are you going to be able to run that marathon that you've dreamed about all this time? Are you going to be able to play with your kids easier? What is your why? Because that why becomes very important in keeping you motivated and inspired to continue on that journey of taking the steps towards that change. I know, like with the physical well-being, I mean, we can all do things like drinking more water, making sure that we're getting enough water, eating more vegetables, exercising, making sure we get enough sleep. I mean, these are very, very important. The second part of this is like mentally and emotionally, what is going on for you? Do you tend to really consume a lot of negativity? Now, most of the time when we talk about consumption, we think about food. That is very important. What goes in is what really is the building block of our body. But that is also the same truth in the mental and emotional sphere, spiritual sphere also. Whatever we're ingesting, whatever we're consuming. So if we're constantly being addicted, for example, to our phones, constantly reading the news or watching the news and getting bombarded with a lot of negativity. Now, I'm not saying don't stay aware of what's going on in the world, but we can pick and choose how much we get exposed to that. Or if we're in a cycle of negative thinking, this will also impact us not only mentally, but eventually physically. Think about it like this. Think about a time that you have watched something that was very filled with a lot of negativity, a lot of anguish, a lot of anger. Think about at that moment, if you can tune into your body and see how you can feel the tension. You can feel your shoulders kind of cramping up. You can maybe feel some tension in your neck, or maybe you feel kind of a pit in your stomach. Those are indications of that mind-body connection, that whatever we think, whatever we feel is also impacting our physical well-being. So whenever we're starting out and wanting to live a healthier lifestyle and living healthy, we want to start taking note of how we feel. This is a very important, even in interactions. How do you feel in certain relationships? How do you feel in certain conversations. Take notice of this. We have to start taking notice of those small subtleties in order to help us start living healthier. So these are just a few tips that I wanted to share with you today. If you want more information about the mind-body connection, I have several different videos here on my YouTube channel where I talk about that in more detail, because we've got our mind is a very powerful tool that we have, and we can actually direct the focus. Whatever we focus on is what we are actually going to experience in our life. So if you want more positivity, if you want a healthier lifestyle, we've got to focus on healthier choices and a healthier way of living. So I hope that this was helpful for you today. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Be sure to subscribe before you leave to the podcast on anywhere that you get your podcast, Libsyn, iTunes, all of that. You can leave a review and subscribe there, and definitely be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So thank you so much. Until next time.